I feel for myself that, you know, when I'm bombarded with media and culture and just the internet and all this stuff that's around you, it can get really noisy. I feel like that, you know, you have to tune those out, and then a lot of parents and older folks say, well, you need to get in church and you need to be there and to experience that. And sometimes, depending on where you're at in your walk, or whether you might not even have accepted Christ, that it's hard to be motivated to want to get up and go. I struggle with that. I rode the coattails of my parents' faith, and they forced me to go to church. It wasn't until later on in life where, you know, God kind of stripped some things away from me. I was really faced with the question, you know, what am I really living for? To the kid out there that's struggling with really the church thing, and you know, it's just boring, and it's, you know, whatever it is to them, I encourage them to really try to find maybe a couple friends that are strong in their faith, or go to the Word and just read 10 verses a day. God can start, you know, kind of turning your world around as far as the way you view, you know, your desires, and possibly, you know, put a fire in you to really want to go and find a church that, you know, is going to minister to you. And it's a tough thing. I struggle with it personally. I've been blessed in the last few years to be able to be a part of a church that's very vibrant, but there's a lot of kids out there that don't have that.
It's not something that you're going to attain. I think when I was a youth, I was like, well, my youth pastor said to do this, so I'll do this, and then everything will be good. But I didn't find God at that. I just found myself trying to find God, and I kept coming to that same conclusion until I realized that it was just a surrender. When I could sit back and say, I'm not going to do this, God. I'm not going to get to you. I'm not going to be perfect. And it's at that point where God comes alongside of you and kind of takes control of what you're doing and direction. But when we keep throwing our direction at God, it just leaves us disappointed and frustrated. And I talk to kids every week that are like, I did what you said to do last week, and I still struggled with pornography. It's like, I'm not God. I can't help you with that, and you can't help you with that. And that's just the realization that we have to come to.